So unattractive, too, as a woman. So unattractive. You want to be a mother? Shut the fuck up and go home and play with your kids. We're conservative. We're in favor of traditional gender roles. Let's act like it. And your place is not wagging your finger. You do that to your kids. That's about it. So unattractive and not ladylike. She is not a lady at all. That woman is a thug. That woman is an ignoramus. I didn't even like Charlie Kirk. And I took a day off and came back the next day and really did nothing other than call for peace. This letter comes out. It blows.
Grace and peace, everybody. We're back up in the building. You saw the thumbnail and you saw the title. Man, Candace Owens has done a spectacular job at running a masterclass on how to not have any allies or friends on any side, anywhere. So y'all remember just recently, like not even a few months ago, she had Nick Fuentes on her channel. And it was supposed to be an amicable conversation. It turned into a dumpster fire where she, called him out because he wasn't married and he wasn't being mature. He was being selfish. That did not go well at all. And ever since then, Nick Fuentes has had nothing but harsh words for Candace. Well deserved, if I have to be honest. So today we're going to look at what Nick had to say about some of these conspiracies that Candace is putting out and it's such of that nature and why it is that he doesn't roll with her. Because I think this is something a lot of people don't understand about Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens as it relates to their ideology. So I'm going to let Nick tease it out. Let's go.
I mean, seriously, you switched up 5 different times in your life. You're suing people for racism, then you're doxing conservatives, now you're leading the blacks out of the Democrat Party, now you're an anti-Semite. And the audacity, she's no different than any one of these shameless blacks. That's racist! Trying to steal at the grocery store and they get caught. She's no different than any one of them that thinks the rules don't apply. She's another shameless groid. Okay, another shameless groid.
It's an evil world we live in.
What is that expression they have? Always outraged, never ashamed. That's Candace Owens. Always outraged, never ashamed. Always bobbing her head. No, you don't say that. Oh, I'm Candace Owens. I'm cocky. What is with that cocky attitude? So unattractive, too, as a woman. So unattractive. That's the best. She's trying to be like the spokesperson for femininity and being a trad wife or something. She's the most cocky bitch I've ever seen in my life. Who the wants that?
Yikes.
Going around wagging her finger. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you can't say that to me. Oh, just who the do you think you are? You want to be a mother? Shut the up and go home and play with your kids. Seriously, I have just had it up to here with the cocky women. I do, and listen. We love mothers. We love women. Get out of politics. Get out of politics. And I said this about her before.
I don't know, but I know. I don't know, but I know.
Look, I'm a grown man. And I don't need a woman telling me what to do, what to think, telling me what's up, wagging her finger in my face. I don't need that in my daily life. I don't need that from some conservative woman in politics. You're not my wife. You're not my girlfriend. You're not my mom. Where do you get off talking to people like that? It's ridiculous. Where's the femininity? We just got to be done with that. We're conservative. We're in favor of traditional gender roles. Let's act like it. I know a lot of people don't like to hear people talk like that, but women need to be put in their place.
He's right,
You want men to lead, you want men to take responsibility, you want men to have leadership and authority, then you need to respect when a man puts you in your place. And your place is not wagging your finger, doing whatever it is you think you're doing, telling people what's up. You do that to your kids, that's about it. I don't know where the narcissism is off the charts. So cocky, so arrogant, so narcissistic, so unattractive. And not ladylike. She is not a lady at all. That woman is a thug. That woman is an ignoramus. She is obnoxious. Yeah, not a fan. She's no different than any other one of these classless clout whores that you see in Hollywood or anywhere else. You can keep her. I think she's a disgusting human being. Disgusting.
Aigner Linger sent $20. I hate to harp on Candace, but I saw her stream today to see the response to the laughter. Got nothing of value. GG. SMA.
Well, and she, you know, she's just ridiculous. Her whole demeanor is ridiculous. She's got nothing in the...
How does he get these wait, how does he get these supers on the screen like that? That's kind of cool. I don't know how he did that. All right, anyway, shut up.
Tank, acting like she does. She's got no receipts. She got nothing. Making it up as she goes along. The lawsuits are going to be delish. I will not be crying over the lawsuits that are going to come down on her. And honestly, she should be ashamed of herself. I think she's a disgusting and vile...
Speaking of lawsuits, by the way, down in the description is a link to a Google Drive where I'm collecting all of the Candace Owens lawsuits, the Macrones, of course, as well as any future cases or anything related to her. So, of course, the Tyler Robinson case is in there as well, because she had a lot to say about it. And you can read the indictment, all that kind of good jazz. As those develop, I'll keep adding them, the docket, and it keeps track of the timeline of the lawsuit from the Macrones all the way to where we are now. All that's down in there. I call it the Daily Candace. Let me know if you like the name. Maybe we can come up with a better one. I don't know. Let's get back to Nick.
Human being. Shame on her. Shame on her and what she's doing to the family. Shame on her, how she's exploiting her friend's death. I didn't even like Charlie Kirk. And I took a day off and came back the next day and really did nothing other than call for peace and give a nice eulogy. This sick and twisted person has exploited the death and grifting off of it, spinning up this conspiracy theory that has no evidence because there's an appetite for it. And it has just got to be the most heinous thing I've ever seen. She is a gross, lying, low integrity, low honor, ignorant negress. That's what she is.
That's racist!
She is a craven, clout whore, grifter, money whore. That's just what and by the way, everybody in Turning Point thinks that.
He's right, you know.
Because the people in Turning Point, and I don't even like the people in Turning Point, a lot of them, but even they know that. So enough is enough already. Produce the evidence or shut the f up. Like, it's insane. Because she said for weeks, I've got the letter, I've got the letter. The letter comes out. It's not what she said it was. She lied. She either didn't know or she did and she lied. Either way, she misrepresented what she had.
You don't find that suspicious?
This letter comes out, it blows a giant gaping hole in her theory, and instead of owning it, which would have been the honorable thing to do if she had any integrity or honesty, she's gonna say, oh, well, I don't know how I feel about that, but I've got videos of Kirk hating Israel, but I'm not gonna release them. Hey man, put up or shut up. It's been 20 days. If you got something that people haven't seen, if you have any real proof, if you have any honor, any integrity, if you have a shred of decency, put up or shut up. I don't know how people watch it. She's the dumbest, most dishonest person I've ever seen. I don't know how anybody watches that shit. That's why anti-Semitism is really gatekept for white people, I guess. Because you put it in the hands of somebody like that, and it's all over the place. It's beekeeping conspiracies, it's Brigitte Macron, transgenders, energy weapons, trap doors. Holy. I mean, she's given black anti-Semites a bad name. Thank God we have people like Myron. Thank God you actually have intelligent black critics of Israel, we'll call them, because she is just giving us a bad name. Ben Shapiro, can you take her back, please?
Dang.
Ben Shapiro, if you can hear me, please take Candace back. Please, we don't want her. We don't want her. You can keep her. I'll say this, he was right about her. Because you know what Shapiro said about Candace Owens first? Before he called her an anti-Semite, he said she was a faux sophisticate. Nail on the head, linguistic precision. He said she's a faux sophisticate. If that isn't nail on the head, and I don't like Ben Shapiro, I think he's filth, But Shapiro was right about Candace Owens. You can keep her. She's an idiot. She made them look bad. She's making us look bad. She could go on transgender Beekeeper Island.
That's crazy. Transgender Beekeeper Island is bonkers. But as I've said in the beginning, like Candace Owens, she's ingratiated herself to these different people groups and these that don't want anything to do with her. And they saw her as useful for a time period, or they saw her as maybe what she wasn't. And once they saw behind the curtain, they dropped her like a hot potato. And Nick is one of them. Nick is yet another one. Now, I'm sure she'll probably, and her people will want to say that, well, they didn't want to rock with Nick, but she holds a lot of the viewpoints that Nick espouses, a lot of them. But he sees her as not being honest. He sees her as being a grifter. He sees her as being disingenuous. And I want to know what y'all think about it. So down in the comments below, give me your 2 cents. Give me your thoughts on all that kind of good jazz. Do you agree with the assessment that Candace is a faux intellectual? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Witt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.